like. There's the next song, I guess.
Right. Whoops.
I'm used to the cold now. That's the problem.
Dylan said you were so cold the other day you finally put pants on.
She was laughing because of Bristol. Sometimes in the winter I wear pants back at the shop. And I was back there working and he stopped to pick up his metal. And my granddaughter comes rolling in and like, you never know what she's going to say. And she's like, you know how you can tell it's cold out? And I looked at her and I was like, what? She goes, Mike Kershner's got pants on. And we both just lost it. It's on. It was. You broke it. I had it turned on. Jeez. Now look at you. Listen time. Yes, charge. I guess because I didn't push the buttons, I guess it didn't do anything. I guess it shut off on its own because I didn't touch it. I didn't log in or anything. Well, that's it right here. Usually it don't pop up like that. Their live showed up. See? There's a good look down. Watch me. Oh my, they're the most handsome sprint car driver.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. I guarantee he's probably not going to let you alone.
Oh no, I didn't leave him alone.
He did really well.
Oh, he did. I was shocked.
Yeah.
He did really well. There's your paper. Let's see what we got going.
It's probably going to be better than me.
We got a minute and 5, a minute and 4. The show must go on. That song is playing. It's a good song, isn't it?
For you.
Yeah. The circus is in town. And welcome to the On Track with Mike show. That was a perfect song leading into this show. The circus is in town. That's not the name of the song, but that's my version. But yeah, we got a good show here tonight. Man, it's summer outside. I don't know who is in charge of the thermostat, but somebody needs to figure out
what's going on because it's probably going to be cold again tomorrow. You have any idea, Shirley?
I don't know.
You don't I check the weather in the morning, open the door up, look out, and figure out if I need to put shorts on or long pants on. But, yeah. I know we're competing with some racing tonight down in Florida, Volusia, but the guy we got on here tonight, he's so popular, I don't think it's going to matter. At least that's what I've been told. I don't know. Maybe I got lied to. I don't know. I mean, you know how this show is, man. We just go by what we're told. But, Troy, you want to get the business out of the...
Yeah.
I sound goofy again.
We want to thank our sponsors, Todd Ward with TA Ward Construction. Todd is a local veteran with over 40 years experience. He's fully insured. So if you need any home improvement needs, call Todd at 717-331-4974. And there is 3 ways to watch or listen to On Track with Mike. You can go to Facebook and watch it live, or you can go to WRGG 93.7 or WRGG.org to listen live and hit the live button.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. And I tell you what, I sound goofy again tonight. Last week they said I had people telling me that, remember when I said it didn't sound right? I had people tell me it didn't sound right.
Well, I got a couple things here.
And they said it fixed itself. Man, we got loose bolts here and everything.
Dylan Pryor says, there's the most handsome sprint car driver.
I never drove a sprint car, Dylan.
Linda Semler Rector, she says, love to watch him on the track. Chris Bresler, Mother Nature's need to get back on her medication.
It could get so warm, Chris got to shave his beard.
And Dylan said, you look goofy too.
He talking about me, I guess.
I don't know, Dylan, who you talking about?
I don't know. We're not putting much account into him. He had his time last week. We're not going to bait him. But yeah, we got a sprint car driver in the house, which is kind of different for us. I mean, we'd like to have a few. It's just a lot of them, I guess, won't grace us with their presence. But we got a 305 sprint car driver that come up through some ranks here. Colton Hendershot's here. Hey, you go by Colton, I guess, don't you?
Yeah.
I keep thinking Colt because my grandson. But how you doing?
Pretty good. Can't complain.
Can't complain. Think you can fill the shoes of the guy that was on last week? I mean, you think we're gonna check the ratings?
I don't know. I mean, Dylan, he's got a heavy foot.
We're gonna give it a week, and then we're gonna compare both shows, and we're gonna check the ratings.
I hope I do.
And we're gonna see. I think you'll beat him. People like sprint car drivers more than they do crate late model drivers.
Yeah, I know. It's something to do with fenders, I think.
It is. It's something to do with fenders, and I don't know.
Dylan said, Mike, it's he was talking to you. He said it sounded goofy.
Well, this is. I told Colton before we went on there. This is a lesson to all you kids out there. Watch what you say on social media, because anything you say can have consequences.
Brian Jones says, hello, everyone.
Hey, Brian. I bet he ain't working on the track.
He might be shoveling it.
Yeah, we had multiple people making comments last week and everything, and so we just decided to pick one of them that was so brave making comments and thought, you know what, we're going to get them on the show. So that's the story of how Colton Hendershot got on the show. But let's get some news. I'm going to cover a couple things here before we get started. Check out the On Track with Mike Facebook page. We have some of T.A. Ward's latest work on there, 2 jobs he did there. Really nice jobs he did.
Also, with that
there she
being
is
said,
interrupting. Hey, men's talking.
Todd Ward's on here, and he says congratulations on moving up and wish you well.
Oh, he's talking to, I don't know who he's talking to.
I think he's talking to me. I know he's sponsored micros up Path Valley.
Yeah, he sponsors the 270 class.
Yep.
We're going to get into that. Todd's cutting into my show already.
Well, Brian says he's watching Florida Outlaws.
See, I told you. I remember. I remember who I was watching Volusia.
Well, he's watching you too.
I'm going to check it. Yes, there's people.
He's multitasking.
You know how that works, don't you, Shirley?
Yeah.
Have every computer and TV and everything on in the house.
The phone, the computer, the TV.
Yeah.
And the cat watches it with him.
And wait till NASCAR starts this weekend. So, but yeah, check out Todd Ward's handiwork there. It's on the Facebook page. We got racing right now in Volusia. Right now tonight, again, we're going to have the dirt car late models and the USAC sprints. Pretty good show there last night. NASCAR on Thursday does the Duels of Daytona. Friday evening, the Truck Series race, and then Saturday, now it's called the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. If that ain't gonna screw me up, the Xfinity Series is now the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. So then Sunday is the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. Thoughts and prayers to the friends and family of Alan Anderson. He was the 2000 Winchester Speedway four-cylinder mini stock track champion. He unfortunately passed away. I think he had cancer, Shirley.
I'm not sure.
I raced with him back in that area, 99, 2000. So thoughts and prayers to that family. We got, is it volume on? Or is that off?
It's
There's
a little
off.
bit behind.
Yeah.
That's what I was hearing.
We got we got tonight Dirt Car Nationals, Dirt Car USAC sprints, and then tomorrow Friday. See now, look, I can't read my writing, Shirley. Why didn't you do this? Thursday is World Outlaw Late Models and Super Dirt Car Series. Same thing Friday and Saturday, and then Wednesday to Saturday the USAC Sprint Cars is at Ocala. So they ain't leaving Florida for nothing. They said, forget that. We ain't leaving.
Rodney Rector says, love you, Willie. Uncle Rod, my favorite sprint car driver.
Rodney wrecked them. No, I mean, wreck. That's what I said. What is it?
Rodney Rector.
Oh, wrecked her. What are you laughing at?
Because you didn't say that.
I thought you said.
Did he?
I thought he said Rodney wrecked them. I don't know what you was thinking, but your mind must be in the gutter or something.
Amy Semler Bobby says, love you, bud.
We did have some locals down there in Florida. We had Ray Cable was down there for the UMP Gator Nationals Championship, they call it. Nationals is a drag race, and
See, Zach Kuntz heard you.
He's
laughing.
he finished fourth, and
You're right, Zach.
Mitch Thomas finished 20th, and David Stremme finished 27th. They had some problems there in the feature. Anthony Macri won there Saturday night against David Gravel, Carson Macedo, and Buddy Kofoid, and Brian Brown. The only locals I know of running the USAC sprints was Macri, Logan Schuhart, Brent Marks, Chase Dietz, and Brock Searfoss, which they all finished there in the feature. I think Chase and Brock had issues in the feature there. They finished in the 20th, but yeah, I'm trying to multitask there, dear.
Zach Kuntz says, I can dress you up, but I can't take you out. I told him absolutely.
You can't take me nowhere.
Dave Hendershot says, good luck, buddy. You got this.
Are you caught up yet?
I'm caught up.
Okay. Well, let's get right to Mr. Colton Hendershot. Now, Colton, you come from a racing family, correct?
Yep.
All right. Well, what's your earliest memory of racing?
My earliest memory of racing was, well, I wouldn't even consider this racing. My dad bought me this little go-kart. It had me learning out in the Clear Spring High School parking lot. And then kind of outgrew that, and then he got me a flat cart, and we ran up at Coveview Speedway.
Yeah, a lot of people race up there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember going to the shop? You remember any of your race cars?
I remember.
Of the family members?
Yeah, I remember going down to the Speedway and seeing Donnie run.
Yeah.
Whenever he was down there. And me and my pap and dad, we went down to the quarter midget track to kind of show me what all entailed in it.
Yeah, it's hard to, it's hard for I don't want to say a child, but it's hard for someone young like that to get into it, to learn. I mean, all you can really do is run through your backyard. I mean,
yeah.
There's like, I even heard people that, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that people even tried to like rent a, Brian probably knows, tried to rent a quarter midget track, and like you can't do it because it's like a sanctioned track or something like that. I guess they don't want people practicing because of like when the big races come in, then those people would have maybe an advantage on the other people. But I know people that had small children was like, hey, is there any way we can rent a quarter midget track so they can learn how to, you know, start and stop and everything? And he's like, no, you can't do it. So you have to wait till practice day and go out on the big track.
Yeah.
You've done that before, haven't you?
Yep.
I know Dylan did it.
Yep.
He had that 270 going around there just a screaming. And it's quite impressive too. They're faster than what you think. Mm-hmm. What you think they would be.
Yep.
So you started racing go-karts?
Yep. Started racing go-karts at 7.
At 7?
Yep.
How long did you run them?
Till I was 13. And then Coveview was cutting back on races. And then that's whenever we got up to micro sprints.
Went to the 270s?
Yep.
What was that like?
It was different having the shift, and it was still kind of the same basics. Kind of keep the same line, momentum, be consistent. Kind of same basics, but it was different. You had the shift going through the corners and going down the straightaway. That was a little different to get used to.
I bet it was a smoother ride too.
Yeah.
With having shocks.
Having shocks. Well, Mark Palmer, he always had Coveview pretty smooth. That track was smooth as glass.
I just talked to people that, I've never ran anything but like yard carts, you know, like racing carts we turn into yard to race on a track in the yard. And I had a friend that ran a guy's cart up at Shippensburg.
Yeah.
And I raced at Shippensburg. It felt smooth as glass to me. Mm-hmm. But he's like, man, that thing beat me up. He's like, you wouldn't believe. He said, every muscle and bone hurt in my body. He said, not because like the track, just the racing part, just, you know, he said, man, you feel because he come from stock car racing. Yeah. And he ran it. He's like, it was fun. He said, but man, he said, I'm too old for that stuff. He said, because it's pretty demanding.
Yeah. I was like, just whenever we raced go-karts, I mean, you hardly had to drive them things. And it was just, you didn't feel much anything.
Now, is go-kart racing, is it like stock car racing? I mean, I know you have people that's fast all the time. Yeah. But like, is there comers and goers? Like, you know, stock car racing, like 1 week, this guy will have a good run and run up front. And then the next week, maybe he'll be running mid-pack. Is the carts that, how should I say it? Are they that equal? Yeah. That like every week, basically, this guy's, I mean, you're fighting for the win with this guy, or are they sort of like a race car where you can have a bad night? And
I mean, it really seemed like, I mean, at least up at Coveview, you had a lot of your up front runners. They were consistently up front. You didn't have a guy that was 20th 1 week and then won the race next week. It seemed like if you were consistently up front, that's where you were at.
You just think with go-karts, you think them being so equal that it would be like, you'd have like this pack of people that run top 10 and they would just be together all the time. Yeah. You know. Anything, Shirley?
Dylan Pryor says, Colton likes to run my arm over with go-karts.
You ran Dylan's arm over?
Run my arm
he spun out in front of me, so I had nowhere to go.
That's where he ran out of talent, I guess. I mean, he's been known to do that at the Hagerstown Speedway from what I see, but I'm not going to say anything because we've all been there. We all have been there. If it was easy, everybody'd do it, right?
Yeah.
So you jumped into the 270s. And did you have motor issues like?
Oh yeah, they were so finicky.
Really?
Yeah. Our first year was great, and then our second year, third year, we had ignition problems. Then we ended up blowing a motor. It actually split the case wide open. It was one thing after another. And then once you finally did get them running, it was great.
See, because I kept up with like all kinds of racing, and like I don't know the people personally, but like I know a lot of the people that's been in the 270s for years, like the guys that win all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like you just never even. I mean, you're not there, but like when they ran Shippensburg, I knew the guys that ran there, and like I just don't remember many like blown motors and stuff. It's like them guys just was always like there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so whenever Dylan started having troubles with it, with engines and all, I was like, wow, I never knew that before. Because and he's like, oh yeah, he's like, you look at the results. He said, you know, every once in a while, like somebody that wins a lot of races, they're back in the back because they broke a motor.
Yeah.
And it's like I never realized they had them things that that don't kill that.
Yeah, a lot of it's in the exhaust pipe with the expansion chamber. I mean, there's a lot of tuning with it, and if your pipe holds too much heat, you'll melt pistons. Because we had that problem. We couldn't figure out what was going on, why we kept melting the exhaust side, and it was our exhaust pipe.
And it's that critical
Yep.
that the horsepower is needed that much that you have to run it on the edge like that.
Yeah.
Like no one can just show up with a motor that's just like, oh, we got it. We're comfortable on tune up.
Yep. Every time you come off the track, you're pulling the plug, checking to see how
Really?
it's running. Yep. If it's lean, if you could lean it up a little bit more or richen it up.
I never knew that.
Yep. They're finicky.
You never believe that there's that much technology in a 270 engine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because like a two-stroke is like one of the simplest engines
Yeah.
there is. You know, I never blowed my Banshee up, Shirley. Did I?
It's in the box.
It's in the box.
In pieces.
Well, that's why I never blowed it up.
Yeah.
See, I'm looking for longevity. I didn't have time to check plugs and stuff.
Amy Similar Babby says he started racing at 2 in a Jeff Gordon Power Wheels. We had to buy new wheels for it. Laugh out loud.
I'll tell you a Power Wheel story. We go off top. We go off topic a lot on this show. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Yeah.
My son had one of them Bigfoots, little Power Wheels, you know. Well, he'd always be ripping through the blacktop out there at my parents' house, his grandparents, and every time you let off the gas, like the brake, it would brake automatically.
Yeah.
So the thing would like slide, and then he'd tear off, and the thing would sit there and spin for a minute before it took off. And I thought, I'm gonna make this thing faster. I'm gonna cut inner tubes and put them on the wheels so they don't slide no more, so he can tear off, and when he stops, he stops. Well, I didn't realize that's apparently how they get those little electric motors to last.
Yeah.
And man, he run that thing a couple of times and burnt that motor up. And I was like, whoops. I had a good idea, didn't I?
See, that's how I ended up tearing the tires off of my Power Wheels. I figured out that if you let off, it would slide, and I'd go down the hill, do a 360, and then hit the gas and keep going.
Man, I know they still make them. Big wheels?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I live on a hill.
Crystal's got one.
I live on a hill. And I'll tell you what, my dad would find big wheels at yard sales and bring them home.
Mm-hmm.
And we had like a lot of big wheels. And that hill would destroy them so fast that he would rebuild them for us. So we'd always have the wheels with the flat spots with the holes in them. Because, I mean, when you live on that hill, I mean, you're gone.
Yeah.
And, we destroyed big wheels all the time.
Matthew Baker says, hi, guys.
Was you the one that rode down the
Skateboards.
on the skateboards?
Me and you on the skateboard.
Yeah, that was wild, too.
Tore my arm all up.
Yeah, that was wild, too.
I couldn't do
Hit the
that.
light post.
Well, you put somebody's butt on a skateboard, and you put your butt on a
dive back
skateboard. You cross the legs and you hold on to each other's and you lean.
It's a
You
summertime
take turns
bobsledding.
leaning.
And we would make it. We could get down the hill and make that bend there. But I mean, you had to be right on the money to do it. Now, I think we crashed. I think
We did.
but that's how I met her. I was awkward, didn't know how to say hi to her. So I thought, let's get on a skateboard and crash, and then I'll do CPR and give her a Band-Aid. But, yeah, now we're getting way off topic. All your family's on here waiting to listen to you talk about racing. We're talking about riding skateboards down a hill.
Oh, well.
It's got wheels on it.
It's got wheels.
It's got wheels, just no motor.
Like valve cover racing. I want to get into that. The Eastern Museum.
Yeah, I saw that.
They have rules and they have valve cover races, and I would love to have a valve cover race like at church or somewhere like that, like just to kind of try it.
Yeah.
But somebody be cheating.
Oh yeah.
They'd be getting on there buying, like, I get a cast aluminum valve cover. It's stiffer. Get one off of a 1985 Pontiac. It's lighter.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what you're winning, Shirley. People want to win. It don't matter if it's nothing. We caught up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So did you have any success in the 270s? I mean, would you consider success? I mean, or did you have a lot of bad luck?
A lot of bad luck. We did win heat races and ran consistent top 10, top 5, but didn't get a win in a feature. But
I mean, that's a tough class.
Oh, it is.
I mean, anybody don't follow 270s. I mean, they have guys that win a lot of races each year, and they're fast no matter where they go.
And I was racing with boys that were older than me, and their dads raced with my dad in the 270s. So they've been doing it for 30 plus years.
Yeah, and how long was you in go-karts?
From 7 to 13.
So you had a few years in go-karts, and you jumped right into the
Micros.
270s. Yeah. Was you intimidated by that wing?
No, Dad just told me it was just a cushion on top.
That is a cushion if you need it, but
yeah.
That's what I always called it too. I didn't know anybody that really raced them called it that. Did you ever want to drive anything with fenders on it? I think everybody how many people in your family run sprint cars?
It's just me and Donnie and Chance Hendershot. He just started racing. But Barry Miller, he races. He's our cousin. He races late models.
Oh, you're related to Barry?
Mm-hmm. Barry, Brian, Isaiah, all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually messaged Barry the other day. Asked him how he was doing. Missed seeing him at the track.
No.
But you didn't jump over to that side, did you?
No, I couldn't. Something about sprint cars.
You didn't want to do it, or you thought maybe your family wouldn't like it or something?
Oh, no. I knew it didn't really matter whether or not I got into a late model or sprint car. I was just more interested in sprint cars. I just thought they were faster.
And from where you live, that's kind of different.
Yeah.
Because usually north of the state line is where, I'd say a little further north than where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Is sprint car country.
Yeah.
And you guys are were you from Maryland? I mean, you're from Maryland, but where you at? Williamsport, Clear Spring?
Yep.
And, so, I mean, that close to the Hagerstown Speedway, and it'd have been easy for you just to take the stock car route.
Yeah.
And then when did you make the move to, would you go straight to 305s then?
Yeah, we went straight to 305s after micros.
And how did you make that determination?
Well, that was kind of my dad and Pap's push. Pap got diagnosed with cancer, and then I think Dad and Pap kind of just wanted to see me in a full-size sprint before it was too late. So we were able to scrape the money together and put a 305 together, and ran my first year whenever I was 18, I believe.
18. Where was your first race at?
First race? I think it was Bedford.
Bedford?
Yeah.
Jeez, you piece, they throwed you to the wolves.
I like bigger tracks. We've raced, I won't go to Path Valley, but we went to Winchester, and we do good there.
I know, but Bedford's a different animal.
My first year, I absolutely hated Bedford, because one corner was banked, and the other one was felt flat and you felt like you were just going to wash up out of the track. But then I've come around to it and got a lot better with that track.
Ask David Moser about Bedford.
What's your favorite track?
Probably Port Royal. It's just
That's another big track.
It's a smooth, big track. I like big tracks, but
And you run pretty good up there.
Decent.
Well, you had a pretty good finish there last year a couple times. I keep track of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that 305 class is a big class, too. I mean,
yeah.
You can get 60, 70 cars.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
There's been times where I got 40, 50 cars.
Yeah, we used to be like that, but like once a year at a big national race or something.
Yeah.
But the 305s have really, I mean, I've followed them for years now, but they seem like they really became popular now.
Yeah.
The class has become popular. There's a lot more people running them, and I think there's 410 guys coming back running them. And
yeah.
So what'd you think of that? That's kind of intimidating to run that thing in there at Bedford.
It was different, but the guy that helps us out, Jeff Thompson, he pounded in my head. He goes, the faster you go, the better it handles. So I just kind of had to take his word on it. And that's what I've been doing.
The faster it goes, the harder it crashes, too.
Yeah, that too.
But they say go close to the wall, so that way if you hit the wall, you're
not as far.
You're not going that far. Yeah. But I mean, you guys run the cushion a lot of them places, and I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how fast you're going, but I don't think people realize that when you're going down the straightaway and you have to tell yourself to drive straight into the wall,
yeah,
and turn the car at the last minute, like it's hard for your brain to comprehend.
It's hard to accept that.
Yes,
it's
yes.
like, that's just not right. Because that was my biggest issue is from go-karts and micros, you constantly ran the bottom.
Yeah.
And then whenever we got up to the 305s, it took me a little bit to understand that the bottom's not always fast. It may be the shorter way around, but it's not always fast.
Now, sometimes the 305s don't have the horsepower to beat the cushion, though, right? I mean, like sometimes I know when they come to Hagerstown, they'll run low to, I'd say, halfway up the banking.
Because they just don't have the power to make that long way around. Like, if it's up against the wall, it's hard to make that time up.
It's hard to believe that, though, how fast they are.
Yeah.
Because you just don't look at them as not having power. I mean, the things get around really good.
But I learned, too, because I've gotten the chance to run a 358 and a 410.
Oh, you did?
And whenever you go to something faster, the downforce that it creates, you're stuck to the track.
Really?
And then a 305, you think you're just on ice skates. It don't get that downforce.
So it's a lot looser.
Yeah, it's
race
a lot
car,
looser.
so to
You
speak.
got to drive it more.
Huh.
I guess that is right. I mean, got that big wing up there.
Yeah.
And now you got adjustments.
How
much wing adjustments do you have on them things?
We don't have any in-car adjustments. We're only allowed to.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. In 305s, you're only allowed to adjust the wing in the pits. But there's a whole bunch of adjustments. You can set it up and put it back, or lower it down and put it back, and vice
I never
versa.
realized you couldn't do it in car like the 410s.
410s, yeah.
I don't have it on.
Don't have anything?
Nope.
Dylan must have fell asleep in front of the computer.
I guess I bored him with all this.
Yell at him, Shirley.
Have you had any bad crashes?
That's a good question to ask.
Knock on wood, no, I have not. We had a incident at Bedford where I got pushed up into the wall and taking the green flag and broke the W-link, and it shot the torque tube that's in between my legs out behind
What
me.
they call that now? They changed the name of that. Almost got old. Well, I'm telling you, something's wrong with her, Colton. She just don't get any of my questions or comments. No, but I mean, anybody looks at a sprint car, you got that like a lot of people would call it like a drive shaft or something like
Yeah.
that, but there's a tube
that covers it. Yeah.
yeah. Now you're pretty tall.
Yeah.
How did you get around with the pedals? I sat in a sprint car one time years ago, and my ankles didn't want to move that way.
He's definitely got to get it. Well, if the car's
because the pedals is more like straight up and down, right?
Yeah, your throttle goes up and down, and then your brake pedal goes forwards and backwards.
Oh, it goes forwards and backwards. Okay.
It was a little different. It really wasn't that terrible because we had everything adjusted to where it was comfortable. But it was different not laying down. Like in a micro,
Oh
you
yeah,
got your feet
that
out.
plus a go kart, you really lay back.
Yeah, that was different sitting up like you're in a school chair. That
Wow.
was different.
I just really remember them pedals like being. I don't even remember whose I was in.
Was it Dusty's?
I don't think so. I mean, I had regular like shoes and stuff on, which is a lot larger than racing shoes. But I'll just never forget. Like I said, how do you hit the gas and the brake? Like it's very uncomfortable for me to like work the pedals.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier in your bare feet, Shirley. Believe me.
I know. I've seen you do it in the Olympics.
Yeah, it's a lot easier in your bare feet.
Amy Similar Babby's on here, and she says he had missed a few big ones, especially one this year at Port. Want to tell us about that?
Yeah, this was whenever I got the chance to run a 358 at Port. I was running 10th, and there's a caution came out. We were taking the green flag on a restart, and two cars in front of me. There was one down on the bottom and one right in front of me up top. And the car on the bottom came up the track and hit the car in front of me, and they both went up in the air, and somehow I threaded the needle, and they just caught my wing. Part of my wing ripped off.
Wow.
That one was scary because I was looking, the guy's wing came off, and I was looking inside the cockpit at him, and I thought I was going to hit him.
I mean, anybody watches like any of the streaming services, Flow, Dirt Vision, or whatever, especially like this year, even down at Volusia, like it's amazing. Like, not to know what we've seen people get hurt, unfortunately, but like everybody expects everybody to be Superman anymore because of the safety features we have.
Yeah.
And you see a sprint car do like a terrible flip or end to end on a wall or something, and you're just like, man, that guy's got to be hurt. And they get out of the car most of the time ticked off.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, you just don't know how somebody can take something like that.
I was always told the ones that are the dead stop hits are the ones that really hurt. If you're flipping, it kind of disperses the energy. They don't hurt as bad. Now, this is just from what I've heard.
Yeah, you don't want to find. He don't want to test that theory.
I don't want to test that.
I was watching the Tulsa.
Yeah.
And man, they was destroying some cars there too, and some of them I thought, man, they look like they hurt.
Yeah.
Well, that one car, I think they bent the halo on it.
Yeah.
That one midget.
I just can't believe how much. Because I can't remember, what was the end count? It was like 160.
Yeah, they have that flip count.
They have that
yeah.
flip count, and it's like, man.
And sometimes them guys look like they was just like racing.
Yeah.
And the next minute they'd hook like a rut or just something
That
in the
burn
track.
down on the bottom?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that thing would just go. And it's
Yeah.
like, holy crap. And then them I always thought it was cool I don't know if you guys do this or not, but like the front axles, they got like the quick disconnects. I seen them on Al Moser's car.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
like they just unpop them things and slide the axle out and slide a new axle in and pop the brake lines back together.
Yeah.
Like they can have a front, I've seen them on
Flow, yeah.
like Royal Outlaws. They can throw an axle in them things.
In less than a minute.
Yeah. I had a friend that used to help Will Rao whenever I was running around with Will Rao, and we had late models and semi-late stuff like that. And now they're, I'll tell you who it was. It was Almo's brother, Jimmy. And you all come to Hagerstown one time, and he come walking over to say hi to me, and he's like, man, you all ain't going to learn, are you? I'm like, what do you mean, Jimmy? He's like, man, you work on a sprint car? He's like, you'll never go back to these late models. I was like, really? Like, they look very sophisticated. He's like, man, it's a dream. He's like, there's nothing to them.
There isn't.
And I'm just like, Well, yeah, but they look very, very, I hate to keep using the word sophisticated, but they're intimidating by just all the technology. He's like, man, he says, believe me. He says, all the crap we went through with late models, he says, body panels, suspension stuff. He says, that 305 sprint car, he says, it's a dream to work on.
Well, see, I felt like you did whenever I looked at Dylan's late model whenever he got it. I'm looking at all the holes for adjustments, the J-bar. There's, 6 shocks on a late model. I'm just like, there's too much for this. I'm like, that's a lot. I'm like, we got torsion bars and a couple radius rods. That's it.
It's not that easy to get yourself way out on left field?
I imagine you could, but the guy that helps us, he gives me a pretty decent car every week. I've never had one that was too much for me that I couldn't handle. We've been loose, but I've never had a tight car.
Yeah.
But we've been loose before, but it's always been a controllable loose.
We know late models you can just adjust yourself out.
Oh yeah, I've seen Dylan do it.
You've seen Dylan do it. But he did that to the steering wheel.
Yeah,
he didn't touch the car. That's a shame, isn't it?
Picking on poor Dylan.
Yeah, that's my mom's son or grandson. Which one is it? Yeah, she told everybody at the house.
We adopted him.
Yeah, she told everybody at the house, you let Dylan alone, don't you mess with him.
She did.
She did. Yeah, she won't let nobody mess with him. And then she told my dad and Cody he could never be fired. He had a lifetime job. That's how much she loves him. Mm-hmm. You can't talk nothing about it. You say anything about Dylan, she's like, quit picking on my friend. Don't she, Shirley?
Yeah.
Yeah. He got some 80-year-old woman taking up for him. But yeah, they're really, I tell you, there is a lot, like 4 hours worth of washing. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of people can do it quicker. I don't know how they do it quicker.
It takes me about 2 hours. I take all the body panels and stuff
I
off.
do too. And I put the car up on a skid loader at the end of the year so I can get underneath everything.
Yep.
And believe it or not, you get it in the garage and you go to remove something and there's dirt on the side.
You pull the motor out, there's dirt behind the motor.
You're like, I had to hit this area.
Yeah.
And there's like pieces of the frame that's got mud on it, and you're like, how did I miss this? Like I did this thing every which way, but
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what sucks. And then trailers and.
How many people you have working on your car with you? How many people help?
Just me, Dad, and JT, and we got a boy, Mark Gusford. He started helping out this year.
Is that related to you're probably too young to remember. There used to be a Gusford used to help Pete Weaver. Les Gusford.
Yeah, that's his dad. Les is his dad.
Is that his dad? Really? Yeah. Wow. That name sounded familiar. I remember that name from Pete Weaver.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Mark Gusford on here now.
Look at there.
I've washed both. Sprint cars are so much easier.
See, he worked on Justin's
Man,
car.
we're gonna have to buy a sprint car.
You're just gonna have to.
We ain't gonna race it. We're just gonna buy it and
just to wash
Set
it.
it
just to wash it. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever they say we gotta go out and wash the car, I'll be like, I'm washing the sprint car. You can have the late model.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like at the track and like everybody's like, let's put new tires on. And I'm like, no. That means we're gonna have 6 or 7 tires to wash.
Oh yeah.
If we just run the same 4, I only have 4. Why'd you guys run so bad tonight? I didn't want to put tires on the car.
I didn't want to change the tire.
About how many hours a week you put into your car?
Oh man.
Every Wednesday night, we do maintenance. That's probably 3-4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours. We take torsion bars out, re-grease it, and some stuff needs maintenance done every week, but there's also some things like wheel bearings and a couple other little odds and ends things that can go a couple weeks without maintenance. So it just all depends. But like the torque tube every week, that needs greased. Nozzles need greased. Nozzles need cleaned out.
I can say they go greasing. That's a good idea.
Yeah, greasing.
Never thought of that.
The fuel goes through quicker.
What about if you drill them out?
Yeah.
What about explain to everybody what the torsion bars are?
It's basically just kind of like another form of suspension, kind of. It was like a leaf spring. You got shocks there on the axle too, but your torsion bars, they just twist. It's another form of
like a spring.
Yeah, a spring or
and they have rods that just lay on top of the axle, right?
on the front. Yeah, they just lay on top of the front axle, and then on the rear axle, are bearing cages. The torsion bar arms bolt onto them.
Really?
Yep.
Now, without giving any secrets away, I don't want no speed secrets. I'm just curious.
I'm still looking for them.
That bar goes all the way across the front end, right? And then it's got end links that hook to it and goes to like your front suspension or rear suspension, whatever.
Yeah.
That bar is like one weight, right? There's no way that you can have a different weight on, like, the stock cars run, say, a 500-pound spring here and a 300-pound spring here. Those torsion bars, they're one spring, right? I mean,
it's one. You can change the weight of them by just.
But it's straight though.
Yeah, it's straight.
So you run the same, basically like the same spring rate on each side.
No, there's two tubes in the front of the car, so there's a torsion bar for each side.
Oh, okay, there is. Okay, I was thinking like it was one.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking like it was one bar with two ends on it. Is what I was thinking.
Yeah, so you can have a lighter torsion bar on the left front to lay the car over more, and vice versa.
So that's how you do your spring rate, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I learned something, Shirley.
I don't have nothing.
Nothing.
Nope.
You got any questions?
Not as popular as Dylan. Dylan had people up here commenting all the
People's
time.
going to wait till after. You wait and see what the views is at, like, next couple of days. People will watch it. Some people don't want to watch it, like, when we're live.
Well, they might be watching races right now.
That is true.
Yeah. I'll learn, too. I'm going to watch, see who all didn't watch this, and I'm going to hold it against them. You want to do this?
Yeah.
Now, it's going to be a little different because he's got a sprint car, so I don't know if there's any...
Okay.
If there's any stock car questions on there that he can't answer.
Okay. What is your most embarrassing moment in racing?
Probably this past year we ran. So I always struggled hearing with the race receivers, so I just never wore it. I mean, okay, I know what person I'm behind whenever a red flag or caution comes out, and I know what red, green, yellow, and checkered means. I figured there's a flagman for a reason, so I just never wore it. So we were running at Williams Grove with the 358s. Apparently, across the radio, they said, everybody, after your heat race, go across the scales. Everybody. Well, I didn't hear that because I didn't have a race receiver in. And I think I would have made it I think I made it into the feature through the heat race, but I didn't go to the scales. So then I had to run the B main, started 12th in the B main, but luckily made it into the feature in the B. So, lesson learned on that. Wear your race receiver.
But you are correct, though. Shirley can tell you, with me, I've had many different kinds of earpieces, and some places you go, you just can't.
No, you can't.
It's just muffled.
Yep.
And I finally got a set of them ones that you pour in your ears.
Yeah, I had a set of those.
Not expensive. They're cheap. I can't remember the name of them, though. And they was probably about the best ones I had.
Yeah.
Now, if you're fancy like probably Cody and Dylan, you get the ones in your helmet.
Yeah, I know.
But that's expensive.
Well, you had to work on that.
Yeah, they're one way. For anybody that don't know, we have one-way radios in the cars with a headset. If you ever watch TV, everybody's probably going, that's why we're on the show, listening to the show. We follow dirt track racing. But no, the thing a lot of the Lucas Oil guys and all unclip from their suit and put on their dash or whatever, that's a receiver. And it's got headphones to it, and somebody up in the booth can yell at us or tell us we're doing wrong or tell us to slow down or tell us to go to the back or whatever. And you're supposed to hear this stuff. But I think everybody that's ever raced has a story of hearing, like the teacher on the Peanuts, whoa, 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 whoa,
yeah,
whoa, whoa,
that's
whoa.
what you hear.
You hear this, all you hear is like, you got to understand also you got a car with open headers.
coming out right next to you.
Yeah. And, you know, sometimes the people just don't maybe talk loud, or maybe the system they're using at this particular track is maybe an older system.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't hear, you know, you just can't hear. And like people say, well, you know, we told you on the receiver to do this. And you're just like, I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
I heard like a little bit of static or a little something, but I didn't hear it. So it's very easy to get in trouble with your receiver.
Mark Guessford on here says, tell this guy to run to the top from the start of the race. Maybe he will listen to you.
So now you got crew guys that's telling you that you're not listening to them.
I'm listening to them. You got to find the groove. You guys.
Now, wasn't
Find
it
what
your
works.
dad or your JT that told you that you got to drive in wide open to the wall?
JT.
See? Okay, so this same thing this Guessford's telling you.
Mm-hmm.
What's the problem? It's easy. It's easy.
It's that mental thing. You just got to break that mental wall down.
I know.
That's the worst thing. And
I
hoping
know.
the car sticks.
You think it's bad around here, or you got to go down south?
Oh, yeah.
Because down south, there's a lot of racetracks that are momentum racetracks. You don't lift.
Yeah.
And when you race around here, I don't know about how much, you probably don't lift with a 305 sprint car, but
Yeah, you did to get them through the corners.
do you?
Yeah.
Like a lot of stock cars, you're completely off the gas, letting the car slow down and set, and you're back on the gas.
Yeah.
Well, when you go down south to one of them tracks, it's hard as heck to tell yourself to hold it to the floor and drive against the wall, because everything around here is finesse.
Yeah.
You know, lifting, letting the car glide in. Now, once again, I've never drove a sprint car, so I can't tell you how you drive them. But
Yeah.
but a lot of these tracks, even though it looks fast, there's a lot of finesse going on. What?
Mark Guessford put laughy faces with Dylan Pryor. Come on, Dylan says, them things in between his legs. And he's got another one laughy
The
faces.
torque tube.
The torque
The
tube.
torque
yeah.
tube. His torque tube ain't big enough. That's what the problem is.
What, Dylan said that?
Dylan's got a torque tube.
Dylan wish he did.
He that must be the problem with his car too.
Yeah.
His torque tube ain't big enough. Dylan's torque tube ain't big enough. We're at to tell him he's got to go up to the Boozes or Bernheiser one of them and tell him he needs a torque tube for a XR1.
He just needs to borrow Devin's.
I have another one here. Tacky and fast or dry and
Oh.
technical?
Tacky and fast.
Got a favorite food?
Steak.
Speaking of
Steak.
that, do you eat before you race or you wait till after your race?
I hardly eat on race day.
Nervous?
It's a nerves thing.
Really?
I'll eat, maybe, like at the track, I'll eat something little, like chips or something. But I just can't.
I've never
eat on
had that
race day.
problem. I know a lot of people are like that.
I feel like if I
Can't you
would-
tell I never had that problem? Shirley?
Do you have a racing hero?
Dylan Pryor.
No, can't be. I've always really liked Lance Deweese.
We're going to get into that. You're done screwed up one of my questions, Shirley.
It's all right. We'll go back to it. Unless you want to go to it now.
We can.
Go
You
to
go
it now.
hold your
I'll
question.
Hold this.
We got to get to the. I seen on a racing page, it was called the Brickmobile Tribute Car. How did you have the idea to do that? Because I mean, like when you like the first time I seen your car at Hagerstown, I was like, what the heck is that car doing here? Like, you know, like, I don't know, maybe Lance was driving it back then. I was like, what's Lance Deweese doing here on practice day?
So, I mean, so back to micros. Whenever we got into that, I really just wanted to do the Brickmobile. Because Dad having the masonry company, it kind of worked out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did see that masonry company on the hood.
Yep. So we ended up doing that in micros, and we just ran the number 46. We figured, well, don't want to impose on
One of your questions.
Walt. You don't want to impose on Walt. And then our cousin, we got family up in Waltersburg. He unfortunately passed away, and Dad was up at the viewing or the funeral, and Walt Dyer was friends with him.
Really?
So Dad showed him a picture of the micro, and Walt goes, "Where's the one?" So we figured with him saying that, we kind of
It's like a blessing.
Yeah, a blessing almost. And then later on, once we got up in the 305s, there was already a 46. Mike Allman, he already had the number 46, so we figured add the one on. And that's how Walt Dyer ended up with his number 461, because the first time they went to Hagerstown, their number was 46. Well, there was already a 46 there at the track, so he put 146, and he didn't like it. He thought it looked weird, so then he put the one on the back and made 461.
Yeah, because, I mean, there was very few 3-digit numbers
Yeah.
back in the day. Now, I seen, keep that thought, Shirley. I seen back in the day, or a couple years ago here, you had, like, you didn't have the wing totally bricked. There's some white in it.
Yeah.
Did you do that to kind of separate yourself from the sprint, from that car, or did it just work out that way?
We kind of, so our last year in micros, we did the wing like that. It kind of looks like the, whenever Lance ran the late model, the way the side panel was, how it was brick and there was white that came back. We kind of did it after that just to change it up a little bit. And plus there was less bricks to paint. So.
They was painted?
Yeah, Dad painted all the wings.
Really?
Yep.
I figured it was like a wrap.
No, we ended up doing spray paint.
Not only can he lay bricks, he can paint them.
He can paint them too. He can paint them pretty
Yeah.
good.
He probably does that in his sleep.
Yeah.
What's the craziest? Have you heard any comments from people that like don't know who you are with the number and everything?
A lot of people ask like where it came from, like, or a lot of people ask if I was related to Walt. He was just a family friend with our family up in Waltersburg, and unfortunately, I never got to meet him before he passed. I always wanted to. I heard he has like a museum in his basement of all the brickmobile cars. But then actually not too long before he passed, the guy that does our decals ran into Walt up at the log cabin and showed Walt the car. He showed Walt the car, and he really, really liked it.
Lance ever say anything? Or
No, I've never talked to Lance. His boy just started racing 305s, Cole.
yeah,
He just started racing 305s.
oh,
this
he's
year.
305s now.
Yep.
That's the one that was running Path Valley in the 600 or something.
Yeah, he ran 600s for a good while, and this year he got into 305s.
I think it's really cool. I really do. I think it's awesome. I think you got to keep running it. I just think it looks cool to have it. To like, you got the 410s and you got all this money.
Yeah.
And then you got, if you stay in 305s or 360s or whatever, 358, whatever you run, to have this like brickmobile car, I think it's cool just to have it there, like to kind of show respect. And plus, I think it's you now.
Yeah.
It's you. I mean, when they see that car at the Speedway, in the 305 series or whatever, it's you,
Yeah.
Hey, Shirley, you going to ask him where he got his car number from?
Carolyn Kuntz, she says, "Hey, Colton, laugh out loud. Tell your dad his cousin says hello."
You just did. Ask him where his car number came from.
I just heard him.
You can't get nothing over on her. She's smart.
If you didn't race, what would you be doing?
I really don't know. Male stripping, I think. I don't know.
I'm telling you. This sucker, I like him, man. I like him. That's something I said, ain't it?
Yeah.
I really don't know what I'd be doing.
What other hobbies do you have besides racing?
It's hard to fit in other hobbies.
Well, you're
I tinker with vehicles.
hunting, fishing.
Yeah, I can't, like Dylan, I can't sit still. I hunt off the back porch.
That's cool.
That's about it. But I'll do fishing. I do like fishing every once in a while. But
What will you do? Walk the bank?
Yeah, I'll just walk the
or
bank.
walk the creek? Both.
Both. I'll walk
Because
the
you
bank.
can't sit still.
No, I can't sit still. I'll go on Crest Pond and I'll just walk up and down the bank.
You don't? Do you hunt?
Past few years I haven't, but this year I did. Or this past
How do
year
you
I
sit
did.
still?
I can't. Normally, if I just see something out the window.
Because like me and her go sit in my blind, and like we'll sit like on Saturdays we'll go in at dark and we'll leave in dark, and we sit there all day long, and like we love it.
Oh, I couldn't.
But
do
see,
that.
I can stand up inside of it. I can
Yeah,
sit
see,
down.
that's the thing. If I sit for too long, my butt.
Oh
goes
well,
numb.
we was.
See, I can't. I
We,
gotta move
we used to
around.
be like that. We had a blind that I built by hand, and it was miserable. After about 2 hours, you was numb. Then I bought a built blind. I bought a good blind, and I never thought I'd ever spend that much money for a blind. And I want to tell you something. It's the greatest thing ever. The greatest thing ever. Putting your little heater on in there. We had the windows fogging up the other week there. Couldn't even see no deer. Me and Cody sitting in there. We didn't even care if a deer walked out. We couldn't even see through the windows.
Do you have a nickname?
No, not
Nobody's
really.
give you a nickname yet.
Colt.
Well, Kim Meyer, she did give me a nickname in go-kart, Speed Racer.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
It
Only
wasn't
nickname.
Dylan's Pookie?
Yeah, Dylan's Pookie.
Pookie.
Or
Yeah.
Dilly.
Dilly. I couldn't remember if that was him or not. I remember just hearing it, but
If you could win any race, which race would it be?
Any race right now.
The next one?
The next one. Probably like one of the big popular races like Weikert Memorial or Tuscarora 50. Like those big name races. Just so you can have your list or your name on that list of people from the Hall of Fame like Doug Wolfgang, Lance, Greg Hodnett, all the...
is that where you'd like to be in 410 sprints?
Yeah, I'd like to. Hardest thing is sponsors.
Have you won any races?
Go-karts, yes. But 305s we've won several heat races and came close to winning several times, but came up just short. It's hard with 305s because everybody's so close, like you were talking about earlier. I mean, there's probably maybe a 20 horsepower difference between everybody because we got a...
It's always good racing.
Yeah, our motors are sealed. You can't do much to them. It's just all being consistent as a driver and if you got your setup right or not that night.
Ask him if he could put a starter on it, Charlie.
That's more weight.
Most memorable moment in racing.
Most memorable moment. Probably the first time I finished up front in a 305. I pulled in and everybody was just all grins. That's probably the most memorable moment.
That's a wild feeling.
Yeah.
And sometimes those moments aren't winning.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
wasn't. And
It's just like maybe a night that you broke something and overcame something and maybe
Yeah.
come from the back and passed cars and had a good finish.
Yep.
And it's like you pull in your trailer and everybody's like, man, that was great. You know, and
Yeah.
it's like,
Kim Andrews Myers did say Speed Racer, but Dylan Pryor says can't say on the air.
torque tube.
And Carolyn Kuntz says your pappy's old cars.
Yep. Dad's number, he was 46, so that's where I got my number.
And Amy Babby says he came close at Lincoln this year to win.
Mm-hmm. Lincoln and Bedford.
You had a
How-
couple.
how close?
Didn't you have a good finish up at Port too last year? Like third or something like that?
I might have been. Was it this year or last year we finished? I think it was top 5.
I thought it was one of them late nights. I just remember
Yeah.
coming home from the races and like you all had rain delay or something. Was it that night you had rain delay?
Yeah, I think you're right. Was that the Keystone Classic? We did good. Yeah, because we were in the. They had 2 features, that A and B feature. For the Keystone Classic.
Yeah, and I was like, I come
was
home.
this year.
I thought you ran like third or something like that.
Yeah, we finished up front.
I thought that was a
big
long
race.
night.
That was a big race. That was I think we had over 40 cars there that night, and we ended up making the qualifiers feature because they had a B feature for the people that didn't qualify, and I think we did end up doing. I think it was top 5 or close to top 5.
Mark Esper said you are welcome for the excellent pill draw at Lincoln.
Yes, he did give me that.
That's an art. That's an art.
I have horrible luck pulling pills. I have good luck pulling pills at the beginning of the night, but whenever it comes to the redraw, I learned that I use all my luck at the beginning of the night.
You know, the digital ones, they can go back and look at what your average is.
Really?
Yeah. Because one time they had a guy, I'm not going to mention his name, but they went back through and looked, and his average was like unbelievable. And they went to him and they was like, we just want you to be honest. Or like, are you doing, like, what can you do? It's digital. I mean, I don't know how you could do anything with it. But they're like, are you doing anything? Like, you're not, like, no, I ain't. I mean, he was telling the truth. Yeah. But they said the numbers was like, his numbers of starting like on the front row was like unbelievable.
Yeah. There's a couple people like that in 305s. They just got that unbelievable luck.
Yeah. I mean, when it's digital like that, it ain't like you can pull a pill differently or something like that. You just push a button, I believe, don't you?
Yeah, you just push enter. Because I think Winchester, that's what they do at Winchester.
Yeah. And then they keep a readout of all that stuff. They can tell you what your average is and everything.
What's your worst moment in racing?
Worst moment in racing? That'd probably be the same story as my most embarrassing moment. Is qualifying in a 358, my first 358 race, qualifying through the heat race and then not going to the scales.
That was the first one you qualified for.
Yeah, my first race in a 358.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I qualified through the heat
race. It was the
race.
First one. Yeah. Wow.
And then you could kick yourself in the butt.
Yeah, I felt sick because because there was a couple other people, which I don't think they wear theirs either. They didn't go to the scales either. Because, if you finish, top 3 in the heat race, or top 5 in the heat race, you automatically go to the scales.
Usually it ain't the whole field.
Yeah, it's usually not the whole field, and they made it the whole field.
There was people I seen on the internet complaining about Brandon Overton last night.
Oh, really?
He got group checked, and then he drove off the concrete platform and went out to victory lane.
Uh-huh.
He never shut the car off, never got out of the car. And the one official was like, you got to go to the scales. And he turned around and went down and went to the scales. And the people was like, he should have been disqualified. He should have been. And it's like, I get it. But I mean, like, at a Saturday night racetrack, like, you don't have that camera following you around.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I understand why if you go to your pits, you get disqualified because, this thing here, I mean, they had like the camera on him the whole time. Like, I understand it's a rule, but like, nobody even touched the car.
Yeah.
Cal Hendershot says the worst pill draws to start the night are usually the better nights.
Really?
That does happen, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
not for us.
The worst, like in 305s, because you're so close, if you start in the back, it's hard to make that ground up. And 305s, pill draw is a lot, especially for the redraw for the feature.
Oh, they redraw?
Yeah.
Top 6 or?
What is that? Top 2 for each heat race.
Okay. See, I like the redraws. I do. A lot of guys, stock car guys, don't want no inverts, no redraws, nothing. I think it makes better racing. I think you invert the top 6. Not invert, but pill draw for the top 6. Mm-hmm. And then put last week's winner 7th. That's what I prefer. Years ago, you had to start 12th.
Yeah, there's depending on how many cars there are, they'll redraw the top 4 out of each heat race. Or if there's a lot of cars there, they'll just do top 3 or top 2. But you got to redraw out of 12. And you can win a heat race and then pull the 12 pill. And I've done that a lot.
Yeah, we went to Baps one night, won the heat race, and started 11th, and got wrecked on the first lap. And I'm like, you know, when that happens, you're like, we ain't never come back here no more.
Yeah.
But like, it must be something they do with their point averages or something.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what the heck? What did we win the heat for? We're going to start 11th.
That's the worst thing.
And then if you start up front, then you got all that pressure
to not
not go backwards.
Yeah.
Sometimes starting in the back, there's no pressure.
Yeah, and then it's because another thing I've heard is it's hard being up front because you don't know where they're at behind you.
Yeah, you're right. It's better to run second.
Yep.
Even though you don't want to be in second.
Yep.
It's hard, especially for someone that I don't think the average person that never raced, I don't think they realize how hard it is to figure out where you're at on the racetrack.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, you can have a wreck or you can do something, spin out or something.
Yeah.
And you kind of know where you're at. But then, I don't know if you noticed this or not. I noticed it years ago. But then if they have a video of it.
Yeah.
Like, you look like you're totally like you thought you was in the middle of the corner, but you was closer to the end. But, like, it's just funny. Like, I don't think people realize how hard it is to figure out, like, where you're at on the track. I know that sounds stupid, but it's...
I understand what you mean. It's you think you're running a certain line, like you're up top, but you're running the middle of the track.
You're not on the top. Yeah.
You're not on the top.
Yeah, you're not on the top.
Where's the furthest that you've traveled to race?
Sealands Grove. That's probably our furthest track that we run.
That's another fast track.
That's a big track.
He's on all these big tracks, Shirley.
I like them. I don't know what to say. I don't like small tracks.
Anything else? Oh, you got to finish your questionnaire.
Well, I don't have too many more on here. Because he already told us how many years he's been racing. Favorite radio show to be on?
Definitely this one.
Yeah, see, that's a trick question. They said everything's great except for the host. But now your dad, he's here. He didn't want to be on the show. I mean, it's understandable.
I know you do dirt.
Yeah.
But if you ever had the opportunity to do asphalt, what's your thoughts on that?
Maybe if I was offered, but because like Dylan said last time, it's somebody else's money out. Sure, why not? But it's like you look at NASCAR now where it's at. Now, if it was like back in early 2000s or 90s, whenever it was like Bill Elliott, Dale Earnhardt, like that era, whenever NASCAR was booming, yeah, I would. But you got NASCAR guys going to dirt now and racing sprint cars.
Well, I mean, it's like there's not that anything's wrong with it, but there's hardly any class anymore that, I don't want to say like U cars or SCD or anything like that, but I mean, I'm talking like late models, sprint cars, midgets. I mean, there's guys, big name guys run the Tulsa races, the Tulsa shootout, the Chili Bowl. I mean, it's just stacked full of guys that, I mean, endless funds.
Yeah.
Like Kenny Wallace says, NASCAR money.
Yeah, NASCAR money.
But yeah, I mean, you can beat them, but I mean, that's what you have to compete with.
Yeah. If
you want to run any of these races. I know you don't get to see them much around here, but I really like them midgets.
Oh no, I'd like to go see them. I'd like to go to just.
They're fun. I like to go to that event too. It's pretty cool. I don't know how to say this without sounding rude. I'm not much of an open wheel guy. I am, but I ain't, if that makes sense. But that's one of the races I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Just walking around, and I like learning. I like learning more because I mean, even though you see cars all the time, the finer things is like you don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand a lot of the stuff with them. But getting back to your dad, what did he race?
He raced quarter midgets, and then at Hagerstown, and then he got up to micro sprints in the 90s. And then he ran that, and then I think, what year did you stop? 2002 he quit racing, and then 2004 I came along and kind of ruined everything.
That's a lesson to be learned.
I know.
Lesson to be learned.
It is a lesson.
Now, I'm not going to say what I was going to say because I'll get him in trouble. I was going to ask him about if he was going to do anything in Victory Lane if he ever won.
I probably wouldn't know what I'd do with my hands.
Anything, Shirley?
No, I don't have anything.
We got more time to talk here, but I want to give you an opportunity to thank anybody you want to thank. Name any of your sponsors. Just say anything. I mean, anything that's on your mind. This is your opportunity to get your voice out.
I'd really like to thank my sponsors, Hardell, Friedinger and Richie, Steffi and Finley, Whooper, and Jeff Thompson. I really don't think I'd be as far as where I'm at if it wasn't for JT and knowing all the knowledge that he does or he has, because he raced back in the 90s. He raced 410s, and he's got a pretty good knowledge on sprint cars. And of course, thank my dad for the opportunity and the wallet that he has.
The wallet, the lack of.
Yeah, the lack of the wallet that he has now. I'd like to thank my whole family just for supporting me along this experience and journey. I hope it goes further.
It's a lot. I mean, we had a show one time with a couple of the women, and it's a lot. I mean, my wife put up with a lot, and
oh, I know Erin. She's put up with a lot because there's times there's good nights and there's bad nights, and you just.
Do you take it seriously? I mean, do you beat yourself up?
Yeah.
Do you?
I'm my own worst critic. It's because I'll get out of the car. They're like, "You did so good," and I'm just like, I don't feel like it.
Nah.
I feel like I should have done better. I should have done, because it's like it's one of those things. It's after the fact. You're like, man, I should have done this, and especially if you watch it, like because WRT posts some videos on YouTube and stuff, and you watch it on flow. It's like, man, I should have ran up here. There's guys way in front of me that were running here. I couldn't see them, but that's the worst thing.
I agree. I wish we had videos. I couldn't watch no videos. It was back in they was chipping stones away to make pictures. But no, it'd been nice to the videos is a major.
Oh yeah, just
major game changer.
Because then you know what to do next time.
I remember my son, whenever his first year racing, they actually did videos up there. Mm-hmm. And Shirley can tell you, he'd get down in the basement and play them videos and rewind them and play them and rewind them and play them. And he knew where that person was going to be that he was racing with before they even, I mean, he knew everything that was going on.
Yeah.
And it's like, we never had that option. We kind of knowed.
You had to learn your drivers on the track.
Yeah. So the video is like, that really helps. But, it'd be great if you could just do it and be happy. Because that's one of the things I always hated is like the beating yourself up deal. I mean, like it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
You're not making no money at it.
Yeah.
You're not, Rick Hendrick ain't calling you up tomorrow.
No.
But it's like when you put this much time into something.
Yeah.
You want to do good.
Yeah, and you want to take it seriously. And it's like, if it's something like you want to go further with, you try to take it as seriously as possible. And yeah, I'm having fun. I'm always having fun doing it, whether I'm in the garage working on it or out on the track. But you still have those moments where you just beat yourself up. You're just like, man, I should have done this, or I wish we would have done this to the car or stuff like that.
I know. I see people doing it. I see people that I help doing it, and you feel sorry for them because you've been there, and you're like, it ain't supposed to be this way.
Yeah.
But you do it because it ain't about the money. It ain't about fame. It's about just being happy with making your loved ones happy.
Yeah.
That was always for me if I pulled into the trailer, I remember. I'm not going to talk about it, but I remember the exact night that is in my mind that one of my family members did something at the trailer when I pulled in, and like I never forgot it. And I wish I could duplicate it, but it's like I can't now. But it's like it was out of all the years I raced, it was one night that I remember one of my family members come up to me and being happy and like really overjoyed with something I did, and it's like it wasn't even a win.
Yeah, I get that.
But I never forgot it. Like that, I wanted that moment. Like winning's great, don't get me wrong, but that moment of having your family just like proud of you.
Yeah,
that meant a lot.
Especially whenever you got a family member that you don't see smile too much. They're older type. They don't smile, show emotion, and then you pull in, and that person's sitting there, and he's got the biggest grin across his face.
Used to be my dad.
That was my
dad.
He would always sit in the trailer, and he'd be sitting there whenever I pulled back in, and he'd have the biggest smile on his face.
My dad didn't care. Did he, Shirley?
Nope.
All he wanted to know was where he was going to eat after the races. That's all he cared about. I mean, he didn't. If we won, it was great. If we didn't, it was great. Even when we got mad, he just never got upset with racing. Never, just always had a good time.
Yep.
And I thought, man, why can't I be like that?
Got a few questions there at the end.
What are you doing over here? What are you doing?
I'm watching the camera. I think you got like 3 of them.
Is the Rodney one? Is that the first one, Shirley, or is there one before that?
What's Rodney saying?
If there's anybody looking to put some sponsorship into sprint cars, this is your guy. He's a wheelman. Is there any before that?
After that, I think.
And then,
because I put like marks on them.
And then Mark Gessford says, "Wow, he forgot the new sponsor, Dylan Pryor. He needs help."
Oh yeah, Rice Tire. I do need to thank them, Rice Tire. And I also need to thank Mark for all of his hard work in the off season and on the racing season. He's helped me a lot with getting sponsors and works on the car.
It's hard. It's hard. This area has been, I tell people all the time, this area has been overused for sponsors.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, some of them haven't been treated the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to find one that loves racing.
Yeah.
They're not really doing it to get their business out there.
Yeah.
They're doing it because they love racing and they want to help you.
Yeah, and it's especially from, like you were saying, like being in Hagerstown, or around the Hagerstown area, and racing a sprint car. And a lot of your racing is done up in PA, and a lot of the businesses around the Hagerstown area that they don't do business up in PA. You ask them to sponsor you, but you race up in PA, so there's really no point in getting their business out around that area.
You got to do when it come in.
We had that problem too when we was running Shippensburg years ago. Remember, it's like people's like, well, I mean, who's going to come from Shippensburg to Hagerstown to, use my garage or get their oil changed or whatever it may be,
Yep.
Yeah, Mark Gessford said he don't need thanks. He just enjoys doing it.
Oh, I still got it.
Well, I know, but you got to, these crew guys, you got to enjoy it because, I don't know about you, but I've had.
They're hard to get a hold of.
What? They're
hard to get a hold of. Good crew guys.
Yeah. Hey, shh, men's talking. You wonder why I get murdered on the way home.
She ripped the wheel out of here.
Yeah. Like it's funny, like every once in a while we have like a young kid that maybe 11th grade or 12th grade, and they're like, man, we want to come down and help you with the car. And I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. And then they come and help. And I guarantee you what, probably we usually wait till Monday evenings to wash. Usually one Monday evening with 90-some degree temperature, washing that car, like you're wondering if they're going to come back again.
Yeah.
A lot of them's like, well, you know what? I'm getting my license now, and I'm going to buy a car, and I'm going to go run around. Like it's very hard to find.
Oh yeah.
Because it sucks. These cars is a lot of work, and you have to really it's like one of the things I always enjoyed was the camaraderie in the garage.
Yeah. And the conversations.
The joking, that just makes the whole evening go faster, and it makes working on the car better. You don't think you need it, but you spend a couple evenings back there by yourself and see how boring it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talk to, well, at least I talk to myself all the time. Yell at myself. But anyway. Well, we're 7:30, Shirley. Is your stomach growling? Time to go eat. I don't know. Anything else you want to talk about? I tried to cover everything, but I'm not perfect.
Nobody is.
I don't claim to be good at this. I'm just trying to do my part to help racers and tracks out, and I don't say I do a good job of it, but
well, I appreciate it.
Until they come in this door and hit this red button over here, I got her made.
Anything he missed that you want to hit?
Yeah.
Nothing I can think of.
You did a really good job.
I tried.
You did a really good job. Had good conversation. I tried. I just keep feeling like there's something I need to ask him yet, but we're going to stay in the 305s this year. We're going to try to run some other races.
I think we'll probably start the year off in 305s, and then depending, because there's a guy, George Streaker, he's got a couple 410 motors, but they need rebuilt, so kind of depends up on him whether or not he wants to run some this year or not. And
I can't imagine how competitive that class is.
oh, it is. It's competitive.
Oh, I know. I mean, you just look at the people that's running it. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, and it's like there's guys with $80,000 motors, $8,000 shocks. It's just like,
yeah,
wow.
But the good thing about that is you show up at the racetrack and you have no expectations.
Yep.
Anything you do is
a win.
Is a win.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one. There's a lot of people that won a lot of races maybe in a certain class.
Yeah.
And they move to the next class, and then maybe they don't run as well.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them I talked to, and a lot of them is like, not that it wasn't fun no more, but whenever they move that, they don't expect to run good.
Yeah.
So they're not beating themselves up. They're going to the track, they're having fun. They're, if we run 10th, it's great. If we run in the top 5, that's even, they don't expect us to run in the top 5. Yeah. So it's awesome just to not have.
When you was in school?
Yeah. Yep.
Did you have a grade thing that you had to keep up?
Look, my parents knew that school was not for me.
That means he didn't have very good grades.
No, I didn't.
I didn't either.
And plus, whenever we were racing, there was no school in summertime.
But I couldn't imagine that, though. Like, I didn't start racing until in my 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some of these young kids, even like you being in school, like, I could not imagine, like, rolling into school Monday morning. And, like, I just spent the weekend here winning races, and, you was too busy in your backyard riding your bicycle.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine walking into school, like, being a race car driver.
Mm-hmm.
You ever butt heads with your dad at the track?
I think that's just a father and son thing. I think that's just natural.
Mom goes to the track?
Yeah, she goes to the track. She'll come in the pits sometimes, but she mostly sits up in the stands.
How does she feel about this? Is she a little scared?
Over the years, she's gotten more comfortable with it. It doesn't bother her as much. But
it's funny. From having a son that races, it's like you don't worry, like you don't think about him getting hurt. Not that they can't get hurt, but like I'm like a rat on crack. I am. I'm like a rat on crack. Don't stand next to me during the feature because I'm pacing and I'm talking and I don't know why. It's like I'm not like sitting there thinking he's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
It's just I guess adrenaline or something. I can't explain it. It's like I have no idea why I get so worked up. It's just it ain't about the fear of injury or the fear of wrecking like most time, if he has an accident, like I don't even say nothing.
Yeah.
You know, you'll hear one of the women, oh, you know, or scream or something, and I'm just like, well, this sucks. But I can't explain what it is, but something.
You're just thinking, oh, that was expensive.
I tell the person beside me, I'm like, I'm sorry for anything I say or do. Well, matter of fact, I stood up on Dylan's truck a couple of times. They probably like, we got to get rid of this guy. That's why we had that truck with that big roof so I could walk the whole distance of it.
Makes sense.
Carolyn Kuhn says he has the big family transition. So, well, want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I really enjoyed it, Colton. I'm glad you decided to come on. I really enjoyed it. I even learned some stuff about sprint car racing. I appreciate your family coming along. That's awesome. The more the merrier. Thanks to my wife for helping me out again. She's like the station manager or something. But thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks to WRGG 93.7 FM here in Greencastle for giving us a platform. Todd Ward of TA Ward Construction. We got a lot of racing coming up down south, and then it won't be long. We'll be racing here locally. So I want to thank the Hendershot family for coming and hanging out with me. And, yeah, I don't know what to tell you about the weather. It's warm right now. It's summertime, so I got my shorts on. But everybody have a good week. And we got as far as I know, we got a really big show next Tuesday. It's going to be a great show. We've been working on it for a while now. And so keep looking at the On Track with Mike page to get updates on what's going on, and hope to see you all next Tuesday.
Ed Nygaard. It's a good show.
Hey, Ed.